Hello, this is Leta. Hopefully this one is going well. And this is a podcast about my autism and also about my dancing. And also I'm doing this with my mommy. Also, I love tap dancing. Also, I love my mentors, Miss Chloe, Miss Mon. And also, I love Hollywood. You should go to Hollywood TapFest sometime. It's amazing. And also, I hope you would like this. So, thank you.
Hey, Leta, welcome to this week's Leta's Tap Styles. This week we are doing a recap of DCTapFest, and we are eating our microphone very early in the deal. We're recording this really late because the week has gotten away from us, so it is Friday morning as we're recording. You should hopefully be recovered. Have you recovered from DCTapFest?
What do you mean by recovered?
It's very long days. I was tired. The adults were tired. You were dragging.
No, I wasn't. You're a while.
All right. So overall, how did you enjoy DCTapFest?
I don't know.
You don't know. Well, that is one way of putting it. You guys were there Friday for the concert. How was the All-Star concert?
Stuff. It was stuff. Interesting stuff.
How do you think SoleTalk as a whole did for their two pieces that you guys did?
Did amazing.
No, I think I had my mic off. Could you elaborate on the amazingness of everyone else?
They looked amazing, and all the girls looked pretty, and all the boys looked like, well, what boys? They all looked like boys. They all looked like boys. But boys was brains for one night.
You guys did two pieces. There were less people in PJ and Rooster, which shocked me because PJ and Rooster is your older piece that I think by now everyone could do in their sleep. Which of the two is your favorite, PJ and Rooster or the second one, which is I cannot remember off the top of my head?
Miss Chloe, don't kill me for the second one because I haven't had to do it like each and every single month for no reason.
Okay, let's try. What do you mean for no reason?
Sometimes we just learn it in class for no reason, but to just learn it in class because apparently everybody who's done it for like a century now needs a refresher.
I love PJ and Rooster. I think it's amazing. I think it's great. Which one do you prefer dancing on stage is what I'm asking.
The one where I get to hide in the back. Make it. Make it.
Make it. Why do you like hiding in the back? I mean, I love what you guys are doing in PJ and Rooster. If you were watching from the audience, which one would be your favorite?
Bunny Rabbit. I want you to be a top dancing Bunny Rabbit.
Okay, well, when, you start doing things with the company, you can make your own suggestions. Let's go to things. How do you think? Because I know how all the adults think and how all the other soul talkers think. How do you think you did during the
I looked at like a blobfish. I looked at like a blobby floppy blobfish. A floppy blobby blobfish. I looked at like a floppy blobby blobby blobfish that's out of its natural part in the ocean. I look like a blobby blobfish that's been decomposed because I was in a very pressurized part of the ocean called the bottom of the ocean and somehow got to the top of the ocean and became a blobby blobfish. Except not without the blobby nose.
Okay, so fun fact, you're going to laugh hysterically, but fun fact, no one else said that about your performance. You realize that, right?
Yeah, they're all a bunch of liars and weirdos, and they're all definitely probably not right in the head. I looked at like a blobby blobfish, a blobby blobfish, a blobby blobfish. I looked at like a blobby blobfish.
Okay, let's move on from being a blobby blobfish. What do you think? Shim sham shimmy. Once more, you were in your boots for the shim sham shimmy, which means everyone and their dog seems to know exactly where you are in the shim sham shimmy. You're wearing Idly Wild's, which is Miranda Lambert's brand. Do you think someone should just put like taps on the bottom of those for you? If only you knew people who did that. I'm going to see if I can't find someone in town. We'll buy you a new pair, have you break them in, and see if we can't figure out some way to create tips on those, because that would be fun, I think. After the shim sham shimmy, we left. We had someone actually come up to you afterwards and say how they were impressed with how you just kept dancing all night.
Right.
Oh, I'm pretty sure people saw you. I mean, Miss Aurealis, Miss Chloe, Miss Maud, Miss Cherish, Miss Giselle, like all the parents in SoleTalk, the kids in SoleTalk. Did no one else in SoleTalk tell you you did a decent job?
No. Nobody said that they saw me dancing in my book.
No, I meant for the actual things you're doing. Everyone's used to you dancing in your booth.
Yeah, they're all weird. They're all weird. They all have problems. I look at like a freaking blobfish.
You were not a blobfish. Next statement here, obviously, because I'm a mean, cruel, heartless mom. Saturday morning, you get up fairly early because your bedtime is 8 p.m., which is right as the concert started. And then we had to be over there between 8 and 9 o'clock so that we could get you signed in. At least this is not like Hollywood where, we have to get in an Uber. We just kind of walk across the street from where we're staying to where the hotel is, that the conference is in. What was your opinion of Saturday morning classes? Bless you. You're like, I need to sneeze for just a minute. What did you like about Saturday morning classes?
I got to have a panic attack and I don't think anyone noticed. My headphones broke.
You're not wearing them right now, but you usually wear your headphones around your neck almost like a weighted blanket. You didn't have them because they had a catastrophic failure. Please do not eat your expensive microphone. We have this discussion every single podcast. The microphone is not a chew toy. Other than the panic attack, what did you think? Like the teachers, were they wonderful? Were they loving? Were they accepting of everyone in the class?
I remember they said hi. Nothing else. My brain was not there. Also, Miss Chloe, if you're watching this, yes, I'm a 13-year-old whose brain just goes the way of the dodo bird, and yes, I only have one ear in this world and the other ear in my imagination. Well, seriously, why do you think it's just children who do that? I mean, half of me was just not there.
Mainly because of the panic attack, and you get overwhelmed a little bit in that basement, don't you, with all the people that are new people. And
it's a cramped basement. They all get in my bubble. I got pushed out of a dance board multiple times. It's a cramped freaking basement.
Hey, can you look at your computer and tell me whether or not it looks decent on your end? Because you went fuzzy on my end. Okay. And with your autism and the cramped basement and people in your bubble kind of do make a small issue, correct? Anywho's, on to next thing. We'll just skip lunch talk, because you have some very big feelings on the fact that it was a history lunch talk, and
Mr. Bell was there. Mr. Bell did not do the history lunch talk. I am Stevie Mad still.
In a good way, because you love Mr. Brill's history talk, do you not? Yeah, you want to say that into the microphone? No, you're just going to nod yes, because it's a podcast and people are listening, and obviously they can hear you nodding. Mr. Brill had other things to do. He didn't do the history lunch talk. You were a little disappointed, to put it mildly. Well, on to the next one. Afrofunk. What was the Afrofunk class like?
It's fabulous. It was amazing.
Hey, Leta. So there was a new class here. That Leta, you're giving me.
That was doing it.
I know, because the neighbor's chihuahua is outside.
Okay,
so...
that's just an evil little bean. That is an evil freaking little designer chihuahua bean. Can we just all admit chihuahuas were designed with the anger of 10,000 men? Evil men, probably.
Probably. And we still do not have a jack cam. We definitely need to get a jack cam this weekend. Things got a little hectic when we got home, as you well know. Yeah, so back to fun stuff, shall we? Because which is more fun? The fridge breaking, mom's espresso machine going down, issues with the studio, or Mr. Daniel and Miss Vanessa's dance class. Could you say that into the microphone? It is a podcast.
Mr. Daniel and Miss Vanessa, Papa.
For everyone who was in DC, can you explain in your own words what their dance class is like?
And now it's me being really speechless. Speechless.
Why are you speechless about their class?
There is no word.
Could you usually your leaf blowing on a wind words can't come into this. Like, what do you feel like when you're in there?
I somehow wound up in a black hole. That is like the most amazing black hole ever.
Could you expand upon you wound up in a black hole that is the most amazing black hole ever?
Yeah.
Could you explain what you mean by
The
black
inside
hole?
wasn't black.
Could you explain what you mean by that?
The inside was a giant freaking white.
So the inside's a giant rainbow. So you're in an amazing black hole that's got a giant rainbow inside. Is it one of your absolute favorite classes now at DCTapFest?
Sorry, Miss Mad.
Afrofunk has taken a hit in your rankings of favorite classes at DCTapFest, and I'm not sure Miss Maud is going to be upset that Afrofunk has taken a hit. Mr. Daniel said he might be willing to come on the podcast. Do you think it'd be fun to have him on the podcast?
Yeah.
You guys could talk about the class and maybe get a little bit more than it's an amazing black hole with a rainbow at the center. Could you tell everyone what type of dance you're talking about? Where are Miss Vanessa and Mr. Daniel from?
Cameroon. But their dances are just Cameroon dances.
So it's more of a traditional African dance is what you're saying? No, you're shaking your head no. Once more, this is a podcast. Talkie help me on the podcast.
And there's more than one type of dance, right? Like there are a bunch of different other places in Africa, and I can't remember all their names.
By traditional African dance, I was using that more like when we talk about like traditional indigenous dances, traditional First Nations dances, traditional tribal dances, or traditional European dances where there's different countries, but you're just using the entire region. So, but you really enjoy it. Is it slow? Is it upbeat?
Both. That's why I kept confusing my right from my left.
That is called severe dyslexia. Did you know severe dyslexia affects your ability to tell your right from your left?
Yeah, and everybody else is convinced I should know my right from my left.
Well, if they'd like to check the definition for severe dyslexia, right from left issues is actually in there.
Sam.
We do, especially your SoleTalk fam. But back to this. Is there a lot of fancy footwork in the dances you were doing with Mr. Daniel and Miss Vanessa?
Iffy.
Says the girl who's been in footwork dances all of her life. So, but there's a lot of footwork involved, correct? Once more, podcasts must do more than nod.
Why do I have to talk? Why?
Because they can't hear you on the different platforms that the stream's on if you are just nodding, because only on YouTube can they see you nod. The rest are all audio, Leta.
Why?
Because you don't get video in your car. Probably because it would be very distracting. Or while you're, working out and everything. So would you... I know Mr. Daniel and Miss Vanessa are going back home in a couple months' time. But if they come back to the U.S. and offer classes, would you jump at the chance to take their classes again?
Yes. Also for certain people, I would be to fly over an entire ocean to face that fear when I'm 20.
You're like, I will fly to Africa once I'm old enough to maybe face the fear of I am scared of flying over oceans.
Okay, in my defense, Dad let his 9-year-old child watch a whole TV show about plane crashes with children on them. The children.
Okay, so your father had some interesting things he let you watch during COVID.
One.
Yeah, okay, so your dad's COVID video choices were probably not the most appropriate because I don't think he was thinking that you were going to need to fly at anytime soon.
Hey, don't leave you out of the discussion.
Can we get back to DCTapFest now? So Saturday you go back into more classes, which I'm guessing overwhelming and more panic attacks. Though I think you only had one more class after the African. No, how many? 2 more classes after that? Then you went into jam session. How was jam session this time?
To anyone? I thought I skipped cake. I thought hopefully everybody will like the cake and it tasted good.
I do question the fact that you were skipping cake this time, because that is not like you to skip cake. But you skipped cake. You're fine. You're telling me you're fine. I'm sure. Did other people believe you were fine and leave you alone?
I don't know. Nobody asked why I wasn't eating cake. I don't think they even noticed I didn't eat anything.
One, there were a lot of kids there. Two, I'm talking about lunch talk the next day.
Hell, I can't sit in a corner without a chair because I can't have my own little corner without a chair.
Sunday morning, you woke up, you did stretching and warm up with while the SoleTalk auditions were happening, because you're already in SoleTalk. And then you went to classes, and then mommy went to a SoleTalk parent meeting, which was fun and exciting. You guys had a faculty talk for Sunday lunch, and you were definitely not sitting in a corner by yourself.
But that's not the whole reason, Miss Sherwich just grabbed me and go like, Lita, you're sitting by me and you have no choice.
That was the exact reason, is Miss Cherish wanted to make sure that you were part of the group, because sometimes you get away from the group. Then you guys went back to more classes. You had a second day in a row of Afrofunk. What was it like having 2 days in a row of Afrofunk?
The second time it wasn't Miss Mud.
Who was leading it the second time?
The two people from Africa.
Mr. Daniel and Miss Vanessa led it the second time?
Yeah, sorry, the names escapes my brain.
You are not the best with names. How was it taking Afrofunk from Mr. Daniel and Miss Vanessa?
Oh.
Let's make this clear. You still love Miss Maud, though, right?
Yes.
But you're going to take every last second to take classes from Mr. Daniel and Miss Vanessa, aren't you?
Yes.
Then Saturday evening was adjudication for those who were brave enough to do adjudication in front of everyone, because Chloe does live adjudication at DCTapFest, doesn't she? Which is not how this normally goes. Normally you get it, weeks later. But no, Chloe comes up and tells you in front of everyone how it goes. But she does it out of love. And I had people, I don't know if you heard the people behind us asking what was going on, because they were very confused, because Chloe was not being, what's the word I'm looking for here? Nitpicking, and was not mean, and kept trying to do everything out of love. And you're sitting there going, and that's Chloe Arnold for you, right, Lita?
Some people are weird. Please, stupid.
No, they were just like in shock, going, but you're supposed to be like nitpicking and telling them what
a human being is? You know those rumors from high school? Yeah, imagine that, but you're still an adult.
Yes, well, okay, so on to the next question for you. So you get up there to do your showcase piece.
It looked like a blobby blobfish. It looked like a blobby floppy blobfish. It looked like a blobby blobby floppy floppy stupid fishy.
You were having a mild panic attack, or a major, actually, you were having a major panic attack, were you not?
No.
Just a mild one?
I wasn't having a panic attack.
Then what was going on stage?
I looked like a stupid blobby fishy. A stupid blobby fishy wishy. A stupid little fish.
Am I allowed to take a poll of all the other soul talkers and their parents? Because I am not sure that poll would come out to blobfish.
I looked like a stupid blobby fishy, and they all have problems. And I looked like a stupid dumb fishy.
Okay, no, you didn't. Let's be honest. You looked amazing. Did you not? And you don't. And I'm asking this question rhetorically because I know the answer. Did you not hear everyone cheering and shouting for you and screaming your name?
Nobody was screaming my name. Who was screaming my name? Nobody screams my name.
I have a list of parents, if you'd like it, and a list of other people. And I have video proof that people were saying, go, Lita.
You have problems.
I do not have problems. I am telling the honest truth. You had people who were very excited. There was cheering. There was clapping. Everyone liked you and liked you. I'm going to insert a quick clip here of you being, Lita. So we're going to do a mark here, and here's where a clip of it's going in. Do. Here's another clip. So See, there was cheering in that clip. Just in case you didn't catch the cheering, Mom did a very bad job of recording you because I wasn't in a good place. It's not like Hollywood where, we have the bleachers. It's, and I did not do a great job of recording you, but there was cheering in that clip.
You are wild.
Okay, so then afterwards, you go to leave the stage. You go to collect your cell phone, leave the stage, and what happened?
I stopped breathing.
You stopped breathing. Well, one, you also kind of hurt yourself. So I can see where, your both knees, when you hit that floor with your Elvis end move there, it gets little, and the wooden floor you might not have wanted to hit as hard as you did. But
And
who
that my
got up and caught you before you left stage?
That way, she has problems. I
She's
looked
proud
like a
of you. She's
blobfish.
absolutely proud of you for what you're doing with Autistic Wings. She is going to call you out and make sure she's proud of you. She is an amazing mentor to all of you kids. And I did not expect her to be so gracious as to mention a second deal in a row about the fact that you are starting Autistic Wings Dance Company and how you were doing this for the autistic community and how important it is. And it is nice to know that Autistic Wings Dance Company has the support and the backing, not just them, that you always have the support and the backing of Chloe Arnold.
Looked it like a blobfish. She has issues. I looked it like a blobfish.
Yeah, well, let's skip that part. Then we're hurting bad enough. We went back to the hotel room after showcase. They stayed until God knows how early in the morning for the cutting contest.
Actually, I heard some people it might have been until 1 in the morning.
That sounds about right for the cutting contest. And then Sunday morning, everyone gets up, tired, dragging after 2 full days. Unlike Hollywood, it's not a full day on Sunday, but you guys did your video shoot for DCTapFest. How was your video shoot for DCTapFest?
Good. Good. They were weirdo boys. Good.
Y'all finished that. You had like 2 more classes, I want to say. And then we all had to book it and skip the closing party because we had another video shoot. And that was fun, was it not?
We were talking about that video shoot.
No, we were talking about the video shoot in the hotel, the one in the basement.
Oh, then there weren't weirdo boys.
You've been in the Tap family too long.
They were just normal weird boys.
Normal weird boys. Okay, so how was the one in the basement then, Lee?
Good. Boys out of SoleTalk kept somewhat less weird. Boys out just weird
you
overall.
Are in intermediate, so I don't think there's that many Soul Talkers in the intermediate class, is there? Yeah, most of them are just you and the newbies. Might be time for you to move up to intermediate advanced next year.
I still have none of the moves from intermediate down. I still can barely do intermediate.
News is as soon as we get the money for the for the studio, you can go in and just work out on a regular basis with like a full floor to work out on. We'll put the fundraising link for that below because we really are trying to get into that new studio space for Autistic Wings. Let's go into the next deal real quick for you. All then booked it over. You finished your classes. You booked it over to the National Mall. We were going to do it at the World War II Memorial.
That's the one with really weirdo boys. Because apparently weirdo boys I do have in my friend group have to be like the weirdest freaking boys ever in existence.
Teenage girls or girls in general and boys. It's a fun thing. Anywho's, we were going to do it at the World War II Memorial. All y'all on that nice marble would have been severely loud. So y'all went over to do it on the grass in front of the Washington Monument, which I absolutely love what it looks like. Go ahead.
Now I can't get it out of my head that it looks like a giant candy pencil man.
Okay, what I was meaning was I think the giant candy pencil man will look amazing. Absolutely amazing in the background of that video.
Yes. Also, still sorry to Southern boys about how I got out of a car.
We'll get back to that in a minute. But getting there was fun. Like, we Ubered, so we, got there pretty easily. Everyone else, fun fact, tried to park. Oh, yeah. Miss Chloe, Miss Aurealis took forever to try and find parking. Then they couldn't find parking. Then I drove around trying to find parking. I finally parallel parked, which is not my thing. I don't do parallel parking. Finally parallel parked. And then I get the phone call going, come back. Maud needs the car at the hotel. Yippee-ki-yay. So then I had to, from you, yes, you gave me the phone call. Would you like to tell everyone the voicemail you left?
Hello, mother who is ignoring her child. We need to call back.
Anywho, so we got it back there. Y'all finally, you guys got it figured out. You did all the blocking like then and there, which is amazing with that group, is that you guys block.
We all left behind our water bottles. Apparently nobody told Leta that there was free water and juice.
Apart, y'all are all over the world. You guys are not in the same vicinity. I don't think people believe that. I know people do not believe that because they've told me at events that you guys have to all be in the same vicinity and rehearse like weekly, if not daily. But y'all are usually on Zoom. Go ahead.
Next, everybody has to live in the same state that they grew up with, in with their friends.
But what I'm saying is, y'all do get, when you guys get together, nobody believes it because you guys all act like you are a Tap family, because you are. You guys are a SoleTalk family and you guys are in sync. Like the moment you guys get together, y'all are up there looking like you practice 4, 5, 6 hours a day together. It is absolutely amazing. The video is going to be great. It'll probably be out in a few months. You know how these things take. I hear that the Hollywood video is coming out soon. We should do a blind reaction to that. Leaving was fun because y'all take forever to leave anywhere because the last day y'all are always trying to get that last minute with everyone. We went back with Miss Aurealis and with her son, and someone may have jumped over everyone to get out of the Uber very quickly because you thought it would be fun to jump out. Honestly, I think you just thought everyone was taking forever, and it was almost 8 o'clock, and you were tired.
Still sorry. Still sorry to say the boys. Also, he would have taken to get out of that damn car. I didn't get though. What? I'm sorry. I wanted to get out, go back to the hotel room, and die on a freaking bed. He was taking.
I get it. You were a little ready to go, but then we will see each other the next time we see each other. But that was the end of DCTapFest and the end of the SoleTalk video shoot. Was you jumping over people?
We got to go see butterflies and tarantulas. I love tarantulas.
The next day, our plane did not leave Tuesday until like evening, so we went and went to the Natural History Museum with Leah and Miss Anna Maria. We went and saw the live butterflies. We had to rush because, we had to be at National at a decent time to get on the plane and get some food because we probably didn't want to be hungry. And then we got to Atlanta and had to rush between terminals, which is always fun.
Hey, Mommy, you forgot something.
What'd I forget?
You know the other weird thing where apparently people think I can't collect my own name?
Oh, yeah. Sunday during Showcase, because Showcase was Sunday, correct? They messed up your name, the interns who were doing it. Easy to do. You have a unique name. And the next thing all of us know is you are going to correct your own name. It was an amazing feat that you can correct your own name.
I'm so sorry to the poor girl who is in my name wrong. They must have put Rundell too close to my name. Who didn't space Rundell from Leta?
I think she was trying to say the whole name, and Leta is ancient Latin, and Latin is not everyone's first language. Turns out it's no one's first language because it's dead language, and we spell it the Latin, more towards the Roman spelling than towards modern spelling, because that's how the family's always done it. And Jack has seen a squirrel. No, he's going to lay down. We really need a Jack cam. All right. Well, so that was the end of everything, and he's barking. Great.
So still sorry to say them boys. Super sorry. Still so sorry. I didn't mean to make you jump like there was no tomorrow.
See you next week. Bye.
Hello. Thank you for watching the podcast. Please subscribe and also look at the adorable paper. So if you want to subscribe for it, and also please leave a like. And don't forget, if you subscribe to us, if you won't miss any of our new podcast feeds. And also, did you see the adorable paper? Don't you like it?